For the past year, Princess Auto scoured the country, searching for the one who can build, fix, or solve any problem. From 600 entries, 3 were selected, testing their skills in a trades showdown. Using their knowledge in electrical, woodworking, machining, and hydraulics, and all vying for the title of Princess Auto's ultimate figure-it-outer.
Welcome, competitors. It's time for the second challenge of Princess Auto's Ultimate Figure-It-Outer. We want you to build us an automatic, self-feeding can crusher. The competitor whose can crusher crushes 36 cans the fastest will advance to the next round. The competitor whose can crusher crushes them the slowest will be eliminated. You'll have 15 minutes to return to your workstations and make your designs for your can crusher. After that, we'll head over to Princess Auto, where you'll have 10 minutes to buy everything you need to build your can crusher. From there, you'll have 5 hours to complete the build. Are you ready to go?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, figure it out!
We were asked to build a can crusher, an automated feed as much as we could, basically controlling it remotely.
How's the AutoCAD working, Teddy?
Working lovely.
Mine's just CAD, not auto. Very un-auto.
There was various options. I looked at it and I said, what way would I go about it? I knew air was faster. And then I looked at hydraulics, and then it came to the actuators, and I looked at it and I said, well, it's electrical. It's my field.
I was happy to be building a can crusher because I've worked with hydraulics, I've worked with pneumatics, and I've worked with linear actuators. I immediately knew that pneumatics was the best choice for it. The reason I went with my design is I quickly did some math on it, and I realized that the pneumatics would have adequate strength to crush the cans, and they'd have a very, very high rapid cycle time, a combination of speed and power.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Pencils down.
That sucked.
Gentlemen, welcome to Princess Auto. You're about to live out every customer's dream. You have $750 to spend in an empty Princess Auto store to get all the components you need to build your can crusher. You have 10 minutes to do it, and your time starts now.
Without these, it won't look pretty, but it'll work. Good.
Got 20 1/4-inch by 1/4 nuts and bolts.
So before tax, it's $487.33.
Pressure.
Well, gentlemen, we hope you have everything you need for your build. You have 5 hours to complete your can crusher. 3, 2, 1, figure it out.
So quiet in here.
What are you doing? I see you got your sub-assemblies. You're starting to put them together. How are you rolling through this right now, Brian?
Yeah, well, basically what I'm doing is I have the control valves. They're two-position control valve. What I'm doing is I'm putting them on a manifold because I want to keep maximum pressure for each cylinder. So I'm going to hook them up onto the manifold, and I'll hook the lines up to the cylinders, and I'll test them.
You're looking at a pneumatic system.
Yes.
Rationale behind the pneumatic system for this project.
Well, the pneumatic system is not as high pressure, not as much power as hydraulic, but it's much, much faster.
Okay.
My assumption was when I did the math, each one of these cylinders should put out about just over 200 psi of pressure. I did a little test with a can that we have to crush, stepped on it, realized that I could probably crush at around 150 pounds. So I feel that each one of these cylinders should be able to crush a can without any problem.
That should do it. Off to the drill press. Notice I dropped the skeleton glasses, or gloves. What the hell? Can't get my fingers in. Maybe I will be back to that.
I was fairly confident in just about every part that I bought and how it would work. The very first thing I did was I unboxed the power pack, unboxed my hoses, my fittings, I hooked everything up on the bench and cycled it.
Should we give it a try?
Okay. Pressurize.
Okay, forward.
Brian set up his pneumatic cylinders and those things were just like guns. They were just so fast.
So, this one's correct. You working well?
Working well.
Great, fantastic.
Mine, super slow, really slow. I thought, wow, if it better work perfect. That sort of set the tone for the day for us, knowing that Brian's is going to be super fast, Teddy's somewhere between mine and Brian's, and mine was definitely really slow.
Well, it's a nice deal here, eh?
It is. Nice to have that to your fingertips,
Yeah.
you know, as opposed to going into the junkyard and trying to scrounge around on a piece of a washer or something.
Yep. I know why. Gas isn't on. Gas makes it better.
So what are you thinking about your welding skills with the new welder? You like it?
I do like it, yeah.
You do like it?
I got one like that at home, but it's a lot smaller. It doesn't do near as well. I can only basically do body metal with it. So
Okay.
after this, one of those is on the wish list for sure.
So that's on the wish list?
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of those.
And one of those? You like that
Oh,
carbide
that's-
tip blade better
that's
than
beautiful.
the abrasive cutoff wheels?
The abrasive cutoff wheels are just nasty. First test, Teddy?
Just have a look at the actuator.
Nice. What are you gonna do, like 4 cans at once?
3.
3? Nice.
I'm gonna go over to the carpenter shop. Take this. This is gonna be crazy. I don't know, man. You haven't got time to play around. You haven't got time to do this. You just gotta get it done.
Really progressing well. It's going to be tight, but it's coming along well. Feeling very positive about it. Lots and lots of measuring, lots and lots of building stuff, especially when it comes to welding. Oh no, oh no. We didn't hear it. There, I'm going out. I got trapped.
Competitors, it's that time of your build again. We've got another Harvey challenge for you. This is a prize challenge. Welding is important here at Princess Auto, so we want to see your welding skills. We want you to perform 3 welds for us: a butt joint, a lap joint, and a T-joint weld. We'll then test them on 2 criteria: visual inspection and destructive testing.
Today we have Shylight Bloodworth. She's an experienced Red Seal certified journey person from Red River College and an academic coordinator, and she'll be joining us today to take us through some of the aspects of welding so that we can see how well you do in this challenge.
Competitors, are you ready?
Here we go.
Figure it out.
We were presented with another Harvey challenge. One was a butt weld, lap weld, and a T. We were required to duplicate the coupons. They would be test bent, and they were looking for weld quality, and they wanted to do penetration test on the butt weld.
Today, Shylight, we've challenged our competitors to perform 3 different welding functions. When we go to assess this, what are we going to be looking at specifically?
For the 2 that you're holding with these fillet welds, we're looking for either a flat or a slightly convex, so slightly reinforced weld on both of them. On the butt joint with the groove, we're looking for, again, a little bit of reinforcement, but we're also taking a look at the inside and we're making sure that we can see some penetration through to the base metal. What might cause these to fail is for the thickness of material. If they don't set the machine properly, it might be too cold or it might be too hot.
We had one chance to do a short weld, and I knew I was running a little bit cold. Do I crank it up and risk messing it up, or do I go for it? So the first weld I did was the butt weld. I looked at it as soon as I finished, went, it's cold. I flipped it over and went, oh man, you've blown it. Where you make a mistake in one spot, it catches up with you down the road. I should have really made sure when I first started up that welder to get it hot enough. As soon as I flipped it over, I said, man, you screwed up.
That's it. Welder's down.
Good. Done.
Let's grab your welding coupons. Let's head back to your workstation.
Okay, Brian, all completed, all done. We're going to go through the inspection and see how well you did. Shylight?
On the butt joint, the one that we're going to do some destructive testing, we can see some high-low, and it looks like it might be a little cold as well on this one.
Okay.
We take a look. You can see some penetration. That's the test.
We'll take a smell.
When I look here, we do see some penetration into the base metal, but a very minute amount.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Teddy, let's take a look at it.
On the butt joint, fit up's not bad, a little bit large of a weld. And when we look through, not very much penetration. So we're gonna find out how that one looks with the test.
Let's see. Charlotte?
So it looks like this one had a little bit more penetration compared to the last one we tested. And you'll see on here that it actually tore out of the base metal just a little bit. Not bad.
Okay, good. Thank you. Charlotte, would you like to take a look at the welds?
Perfect. And this one we got a little bit of high-low, but the weld for the most part looks to be the right size.
And? Snapper.
So when we look at this one, you're going to see that there's quite a bit more penetration into the base metal compared to the other tests that we're looking for. So in all cases, we are expecting them to break. We're looking to see how much it actually takes out of the base metal. Nicely done.
Thanks, Charlotte. Let's go discuss who our winner is. So it comes down to that T-weld. All right, okay.
Neil, Charlotte, who won the Harvey Welding Challenge?
It was a very difficult decision. We had some great welds, but at the end of the day, our winner of today's challenge is Jason. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jason. You'll be taking home your very own Pro Point welder. Wow. Now, gentlemen, we have an hour and 30 minutes left, so please resume your can crusher build. Brian, this thing's starting to look like the Eiffel Tower here.
Yeah, right.
How much higher is it going to go, or is this the max height?
That's the max height, yeah.
Max height?
If I get it done, I'll be able to have two of them. It'll be a double barrel one,
Yeah.
have enough time, and it'll hold all the cans.
What kind of skills are you drawing from Shop's teacher? What are you bringing out to the project right now?
They freak out and get it done.
The freak out. What you instilled in your students when you taught them.
That's right, yeah, just get it done,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Well, then you don't need to talk to me, so I'll let you keep freaking out and getting it done.
Thanks a lot.
Competitors, you have 1 hour left to complete your can crushers. 1 hour left.
The time was running down very fast, and panic starts to set in. And I had it working to where I thought it would crush fine. But I still had to build the auto feed mechanism. And I had hoped to build something like Brian's design where he was able to stack the cans side by side, but I just didn't have time at the end. So I just ended up using two pieces of angle, run back on basically a 45. They just stack on there, and a little metal bracket to keep them from falling out. And surprisingly, it worked.
You told me earlier, Teddy, that this thing was Noah's Ark. What did you mean when you told me this was Noah's Ark?
Chunk of wood.
Was it just a chunk of wood? You're just hoping she floats, right?
You got that.
What do you got left?
I gotta get that whole top assembly on, for sure.
Yeah. So do you think you'll get it done in time? Just under an hour.
I don't know.
I think you can do it.
You think so?
Well, one of us has to have confidence here.
That's true. Just gotta drop it down a bit.
Guys, only 30 minutes left. 30 minutes.
On a hand, Brian.
Yeah, thanks, Ted. Thank you. Thank you. It was right around the 30 minutes left. At that point in time, I was aware that I would love to test the can crusher. I really wanted to make some changes, but I felt, there wasn't enough time to mess around.
Three little mamas coming back.
Gentlemen, you're down to 5 minutes. This is your last 5 minutes.
Either it's going to work or it's going to be a disaster. It's all in. So far, so good, though. I just want to go over and give Teddy a hand because he's had a rough day.
Brian stepped in.
Ted and Free, well, I'll help you however I can.
I had a few screws to put in. Time was running out.
You not have the driver bit for it?
I don't. He's a good guy, and I certainly welcome him to help.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Tools down, machines are done, and we're going to move on to testing.
It is what it is now, but
We're going to get going with the competition and evaluate how your design theory has worked out.
Okay. I really wanted to try to make an adjustable stop at the end,
Okay, one jam.
which would allow me to control the amount of crush on the can. Unfortunately, the way I built it, I was unable to make the mechanism smooth on the end so that once the can was crushed, it would fall out. The head of the bolt kept getting caught. The can would come in, and as the ram went back, the can would stick on that bolt.
There you go. Sort of hit and miss.
The space that I needed for the can to fall out, and it was tight. So I had to just hack out a whole bunch of material at the bottom to allow the can to fall out.
Oh no.
What's happening?
Battery's dying. Not gonna do it.
I noticed earlier the day before that there was batteries available on the shelf. Initially what I wanted to do was hook all those batteries together. That way I would be guaranteed enough power to get me through. Time ran out, didn't have time to do it. Came back to bite me because I think it was 4 cans left or 5 cans left. The ram was just, it was dying fast. But fortunately the batteries were still on my bench. We did a quick swap. It cost me some time. It was back up and running and was able to finish the challenge.
Back in power.
Last can, get ready with the time count as soon as it drops.
Come on, come on, come on.
Time! Jason, great job. Congratulations. Great job.
I didn't think I did that well. I thought it was terrible. I had a bunch of hang-ups, so there was time deducted for that. I had the battery failure. I was pretty concerned at that point that I didn't have a chance.
Teddy, you're up next. We had a cycle of one at a time on your neighbor with Jason. What do we expect with you?
well, actually, I'm going to try 3 at a time.
With that said, go.
That's not good. I don't know what's going on with it. It is, yes. Go figure. Oh, popcorn.
We got some action going on here.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. They drop.
We got 2 missing.
Let's see. Now it's not looking good. That sucks. Nah, it's not gonna work, but it just didn't work.
Hit her again.
Hit her again? I don't know. No, she, nice concept. I would have had a personal satisfaction that it was working. Clink, clink, clink. First time I turned it on, I was testing it. Bang, bang, bang. Wow. But I knew then when I loaded it, I knew that, hey, it would have if they didn't lift. But they lifted, so it's a big deal. Oh, popcorn. If I had another attempt, maybe I would have kept the rods down and it would have worked. It was kind of slow, but it was crushing 3 at one time.
We're going to count your cans. We'll see how many you have,
Okay.
how many have been crushed,
Okay,
and we'll see where we go from there.
thank you.
Okay? Brian, you're our last competitor to test their unit. One quick question for you. How are you going to load this unit when you start to run low on cans?
What I've done is I allowed enough room to insert cans as it drops down. So I'll be able to keep it a continuous flow.
Great idea. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Start.
Okay. I felt I was going to win right through because I knew enough to know that I had adequate power to crush every can. The cycle time was probably a 30th of what Jason's was. I'm going to have to take that out.
Watch your fingers.
Guys, we'll walk through this, thank you. Yeah, I think so.
Completely lost track of the count. Okay, I'll hook up and get ready to go again. Somehow or another, I should have properly checked out the RAM system because it's just a very, very slight margin and it would have gone perfectly. That's what typically you do with iterations. You design, you test, you design, test.
2 more. Last can. Time. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Great effort.
Well, gentlemen, it's time for you to find out the results of today's Can Crusher Challenge. The winner of the Can Crusher Challenge with the fastest time is Jason. Jason, congratulations on a job well done. As an added bonus for winning today's Can Crusher Challenge, you'll also be taking home this beautiful Ultimate Figure It Outer skinned fridge to fill it with canned beverages of your choice. Now, unfortunately, we have to address this. Teddy, you gave such a valiant effort out there today. You were inspiring beyond belief.
You know, the design, it was an unbelievable design. To go with a triple feed system, 3 actuators, that had the potential to be a game changer. Unbelievable. Teddy, thank you very much. That was an unbelievable design.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for putting a smile on all of our faces every day. But unfortunately, you've been eliminated from Princess Auto's Ultimate Figure It Outer.
Thank you. I didn't win, but I feel good. Simple. Simple as that. I had a great experience. It didn't frustrate me because I knew, like, you know, I'm accustomed to making various things, even at work when it came to electronic projects. Sometimes they work. 3 little mamas coming back. And sometimes they don't. But they'll work at the end. You just got to keep at it. I had a blast. It was wicked. Sorry to go, you know, but at the end of the day, what I experienced, I enjoyed, and yeah, I loved it, to tell you the truth. It's fantastic.
On the next episode of the Ultimate Figure It Outer. With only 2 contestants remaining, the challenges get larger and more complicated.
Here's the danger zone right here.
Are we gonna have to wear a cup when we launch this thing?
Well, football players wear those, don't they?
Yeah, they do, so I guess we could. And the next Harvey challenge may have gone to the birds.
Where are the birds gonna come in?
Yeah. Hopefully they'll walk in and...
They'll walk in and eat your lunch?
Brian decides to crank it up a notch, while Jason looks for a touchdown of his own.